Have you seen this woman with the bungee cord and diving to her death? Have you seen this? This is one of the most nutty videos I've ever seen, and I've got an even nuttier theory on how this could have happened. I want to hear your theories on how this could have happened. This is tragic. Watch how casual they are about throwing her off a cliff, bungee jumping without the bungee. I've never been bungee jumping. I guess that's what you call it. Watch this.
They literally just threw this girl right here 40 meters to her death because they forgot to hook up the rope. And get this part, there was like 10 different people watching from all different angles as I'm showing you, and not a single person knew that this was going to happen. Don't worry, no advisory needed, nothing shocking in this video. It doesn't show her actually, hitting.
I'm just so blown away. What is everybody on some sort of substance there? Number one, I'm going to bungee jump in some other country. Maybe I don't know the laws about bungee jumping and their safety rules. What is the number one thing I'm going to do? What is the number one thing all of you are going to do? I'm going to make damn sure that bungee is around my ankle. It's in good condition. Maybe there's a backup rope. Maybe there's something. And that it's connected to this bridge or whatever surface they're on. I am going to absolutely make sure of that. There will be no doubt that that is around my ankle. That will be my number one concern. And you would think that's the number one concern of everybody there. That is the number one concern. Number one, make sure the bungee cord is around the person's ankle who is jumping. And there are other people standing there. Look at that. No one can see that cord on the ground, flimsy looking cord, isn't hooked to that woman's ankle. This guy in the blue shirt, who's probably on the crew, I don't know. He seems to be one of the people in charge. He's got his hands on her ankles, where a bungee cord would normally be if they're throwing someone off a bridge. And this is his job, livelihood, company, all of the above. His one purpose is to make sure there's a bungee cord around that ankle. And he is just doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, gonna throw you off this bridge, doodly-doodly. Like, and then he throws it. After throwing it, doesn't see a cord hanging off her leg, and he turns around like, nah, here we go. Watch him. All right, I don't see a cord, but that's okay. Oh, see you later, lady. There's people there filming. You don't see that rope isn't attached to her ankles? Well, I have a theory, and they do see. That is my theory, and I'm going to get to it. But let's watch a little more. It's just a tease, just a teaser.
Needless to say, she did not make it, and you can see behind me, this is where they were getting the body from. This right here is gross negligence at the very best. She was actually seen just posting on social media these bracelets for the jump right before this happened. This was 21-year-old Maria Rodreguez. Make sure you keep the entire family in your prayers.
21 years of life to exit the world like this. Because you didn't have a bungee cord tied to your ankle. You trusted this crew. No, you can't. You have to trust yourself primarily. You do. Oh, they're bungee experts. No, I don't approach anything like anyone's an expert. You're the CEO of the company. Yeah, prove you know what you're doing. I'm not impressed. I'm not. You're a bungee jump company. Yeah. You have my safety in mind? I don't think so. I think you're on your phone. I don't think you care. So I'm going to make sure that's around my ankle. That was that guy's whole job. and it's life or death. And he still didn't do it. Whoever else is on this crew still didn't do it. The bystanders are standing around. They're not helping. They're seeing this. The cord is there on the ground, obviously not tied to her ankle. He's lifting her up, has his hands where the rope should be. Nothing. Just throw her. Okay. Let me get back on my phone and check my TikTok scroll. Yeah, what is everybody doing? She died over this. No one cares.
And let me know down in the comments, what do y'all think the punishment for this should be? Do you think there should be a punishment? It kind of seems like a manslaughter thing. It's a mistake, but someone died. I don't know. What do you think? They literally just threw this girl right here 40 meters to her death.
All those people are in the background here. I don't know how many. They're watching, they're filming, they're looking, they're focused. The number one thing I would think is, hey, there's nothing tied to her ankle. That's strange because she is going to go face first into the earth unless we do something about that. What do you think's going on before I cloud everybody's vision with my thought? And my thought is sad. I saw this morning and I was completely blown away. Okay, listen, watch for just another second.
Because they forgot to
look at that guy. Look how casual he is.
And get this part. There was like,
he's like, hey, something's missing from this. Look, he's just looking down like, I don't know. Well, I wonder how my Instagram post is doing. These people, these two, oh, look. Is she supposed to do that? Is she supposed to hit the earth like that? Okay. So there's these people behind and they're filming and maybe they're friends with her. Maybe they're college buddies. They want to get it so that they can post it online. Maybe this guy here, he's got his crew. Maybe there's 2 or 3 people running this operation. You don't think people noticed that wasn't tied to her ankle? The whole entire place, no one noticed. Here's the sad truth. Men noticed, women noticed, the people on the crew probably noticed. The bystanders, they were too afraid to speak up. No one wants to speak up. No one wants to stand out. No one wants to take the chance. I don't want to offend these guys who work here. I don't want to speak up. I don't want to look silly if I say something. I can't point out the obvious. I don't want to get sued. Who knows what they're thinking? But that's what's going on. People in that crowd there, someone noticed that wasn't tied there. While they were filming, standing there like, what should I say? And they said to themselves, should I say something? It doesn't look like her ankle is tied to that. Well, they're the professionals. They know what they're doing. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to stand out. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want attention put on me. Maybe I'd be wrong. And I'd look silly. Oh, I don't want to look silly. I don't want to look silly. I guarantee you something like I've just suggested there was going through those bystanders' mind. Look, what else is going on? Someone is about to jump off a bridge. What are you paying attention to? What are you paying attention to? They're all watching this unfold, and people there are noticing this. And they're not saying anything. They're not speaking up. That's how we've become. That's where we've developed into as a society. Men are there. Men are supposed to, look, whatever you believe or not, I believe men are supposed to protect. Our natural instinct is to make sure everybody's safe. There were some dudes standing there and I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to be weird. I don't want to stand out. I don't want to be creepy. I don't want to be, when I've seen men who speak up and it's not good for them. Yeah, what is going on? What is going through your mind? What has happened to us as a culture? Something like that was going on here. You tell me in the comments if I'm totally wrong on this or if you think the same thing. How could 0 people notice that cord, and that flimsy looking cord. I would walk up to that cord, and I mean, look at this cord. There it is. Do you feel safe jumping off a bridge with that cord, even if it was tied to your ankle? Look at that thing. It doesn't look like it has any spring in it or any kind of rubber or anything. Does that look like a safety rope? I did a video recently and people were stuck on a roller coaster. Yeah, check it out. People were stuck on a roller coaster and they're all going to fall off. I don't trust things like that. This cord, do you trust that?
Different angles as I'm showing you, and not a single person knew that this was going to happen. Don't worry, no advice.
You're watching this, you're seeing her feet up in the air. There's nothing tied to her. It's so absurd. There is nothing tied to her. And no one said anything. I really can't get over it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something I just don't understand. Clue me in the comments. I really can't believe it. All right. Let me know what you think. Everyone else, there's another thing I can't believe. And I want you to check out this last video I released. This one, right up there, about meat glue. Could you imagine you're eating glue when you order a steak? Meat glue. Like that steak that you order isn't a steak. It's been assembled from meat scraps and glued together. And here's your steak. It's reformed beef, it's called. So check out this video up here. Let me know what you think about that. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.